Thank you, Chaitra. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, Dr. Arun Baira, Mr. Raman Roy, Dr. Ganesh Natarajan. It's indeed a pleasure for me to see all of you present over here today on the 5th edition of NASSCOM Foundation's CSR Leadership Conference. If we look at how India is growing and we are talking about the population, and with the population comes the challenges of making things available for people, be it in terms of education, food, shelter. It's critical that we start embracing intellectual and innovation capital potential this country has to offer and begin to apply it in solving the developmental challenges. CSR is practicing philanthropy in a more nuanced, strategic and measurable manner with the underlying principle of shared values. The introduction of 2% CSR law have provided members of the IT-BPM industry with an extraordinary opportunity to take up the responsible business practice while giving back to the communities within which they operate. Now, like never before, companies have the ability to leverage their capacities, their capabilities to beat the triple bottom line while playing an active role in supplementing the national development efforts also. Sustainable development goals with the growing momentum in social initiatives, impacts which the companies are making, also helps in adoption of new models. The government efforts bring all citizens into the mainstream in an all-inclusive manner. It is at this intersection between corporate action and social development that we at NASSCOM Foundation have chosen to focus our efforts. Over the past 3 years, NASSCOM Foundation has hosted its flagship event, the CSR Leadership Conference, one of the largest IT industry-specific CSR conference in the country. The conference brings together the leaders, the CSR experts, the tech for good champions, grassroots NGOs, civil society organizations, public and policy leaders to discuss trends, challenges, and the way forward in CSR space. This year, we take up the theme of exploring new ideas for driving the developmental agenda through CSR, with discussions ranging from need of adoption of a multi-stakeholder approach, blending government endeavors with business leadership practices, to widening frontiers for the CSR-led inclusive initiatives, reflecting recent developments like the passing of the Rights of Persons with Disabilities Bill, giving push for cashless economy in CSR practice and technology-led social economic in anticipation. Before we begin, I would like to thank our main sponsors once again, NTT Data for the support, session sponsors, Synchrony Financials and Change Alliance, and the event supporters, CNBC TV 18 and Forbes. We have put together an interesting conference today for you, and I hope all of you enjoy it as much as we enjoyed putting it up for you together. Thank you very much for your presence, ladies and gentlemen.